How to become him. 5 ways to become the man that you are destined to be, the man that you are called to be, the man that God is calling you to be. I want to come on here, share some tips, share some ways that will help you determine who you want to be, who God is calling you to be. So the first way is you have to find your purpose, okay? You have to find why you're meant to be here on earth. You're here for a reason. This isn't an accident. This isn't some chance. God put you here for a reason. He made you go through what you went through for a reason. Now, let's figure out what's the purpose in it. I went through a lot in life, and I'll share a little bit. My stepfather passed away when I was, I want to say around 11, 12 years old, and my mom was a single mother. My real dad was in my life, but I got to see my mom at a place that I've never seen anyone. And my siblings were raised without a father. And I realized through that, even though there's pain in that, I became a man that wanted to be someone that helped people, that saw people in their time of need, and to be a father figure. I realized that father figures are so important, and me having one, but also losing one, it shaped the man that I was called to be. And now my goal in life, my purpose in life, what I believe that God called me here to be is a godly role model and mentor for those that don't see that in their regular lives, that have dads that aren't there, or dads that are there but aren't really doing their job. That's why I feel like God put me on this earth. Now, something, a part of your pain, a part of your past, a part of where you are today is a part of your purpose. You just have to figure out why. And here's a tip to figure out why. Knowing the one that created you will help you figure out why you're created. So you have to develop your relationship with God. And I mean on a deeper level, not just going to church and not just talking to people about God. I mean diving in and learning about Jesus and why he created you and what he created you for. After you find your purpose, and some of you guys might have already found your purpose and kind of know a direction, now you got to make a plan. Okay, this is my plan to execute my purpose. This is my plan to make sure my purpose is being lived out here on earth. See, we get so discouraged by not following our purpose because of money or because we have to work at a job. But when I tell you, God does not see that. God sees you beyond where you're working right now. So we have to make a plan to get out of that, okay? I am making a plan right now as we speak to become the man that God is calling me to be. And I'm not going to let anything stop that. The second way to become him, the man that God is calling you to be, is to stop being lazy. We have a sense of complacency in this life. Some of us are just okay with what we have. And I'm not talking about not being contempt, and not being thankful for what God has given you. But I'm talking about not going for more when God has called you to go for more, to not become more of yourself when God has called you to be more of yourself. See, a lot of us, because of our self-confidence or our self-drive, we stay where we are. But God wants more out of you because you are not just doing this for yourself. There are people watching you. There are people motivated and inspired by the way that you handle this, the way that you go about life. So to stop being lazy and turn up the notch a little bit, whether it's at work, whether it's your relationship with God, whether it's your relationship with your family, whether it's your health. That is how you become him, by moving with excellence and not just settling for less. The third way is you have to surround yourself with like-minded people. A wolf can't hang with sheep and sheep don't hang with wolves. You have to look at the people around you right now and determine, are these people going to help me become the man that I am called to be? Are these people pushing me to the man that God wants me to be? Or are they taking me away from who I'm supposed to be? A lot of us can fall into this trap of, oh, I love this person, or we've been locked in for the longest. But when I tell you, man, God wants you to do more. And if that requires separation from people that we've known the longest or that we have the most love for, then sometimes that is necessary for the man that we are called to be. So sometimes we have to make hard decisions, and hard decisions are okay. But you have to make it if you want that life that God is calling you to. The fourth way is to find a mentor. You have to find someone that has gone through similar things or gone through something in life. We need to be guided. We can't expect to lead people if we aren't being led. Submission is a strength. Submitting to God and then submitting to an earthly authority, someone that's going to look out for you, someone that's going to see your blind spots. A lot of men don't like being told what to do or to have someone always call out your flaws. But when I tell you, my mentors have been such a key part of my life and the man that I've become, that I lean on them, even when I don't want to, even when I do not even ask for it, they help me. They help push me and guide me and call out my wrongs. Because as a man, you need that. You need someone to tell you, hey, you're wrong. Or you need someone to tell you, hey, this is the direction I see God pushing you in. Hey, attack this, okay? So find someone. And it's going to take some humility. Sometimes you got to ask, hey, I don't know if you have the time, but I love to be mentored by you. I love to be discipled by you. That's what we really need, discipleship. We need someone that's in the faith that's going to tell us how to live like Jesus in these moments. And then we need surrounding mentors, maybe for our career, maybe for fitness, or maybe just for life in general. The fifth way is to operate out of love. You need to let everything you do be done out of love. Most men and women in this world have not experienced the love they need from their fathers or even other men that they've dealt with. So you know what that does? That creates a trickle effect. The reason why men act out the way they do and women act out the way they do 9 times out of 10 is because of the way their father treated them and the lack of love that they gave. But we need to start setting the standard on how we're supposed to love. And how do we love correctly? Well, it all goes back to the source. Like I said again, we have to know God, because God is love. And God sent his son as the ultimate symbol of love, which is sacrifice. So learning how to sacrifice, learning how to put others and the needs of others before your needs will help you move and operate out of love. God wants to use you. God wants to shape you. And I'm thankful that you guys have tuned in for this video. I hope that you guys have liked it. Leave a comment below what you want to see next. And I'll see y'all next time. Y'all have a blessed one.